Well, I'm lucky enough to be here with Jon Burr, the lead singer of How I Became the Bomb, a song that is now racking up over 20 million YouTube hits. And it's an amazing success story because this has happened all via social media. Jon, thank you for joining us here today.
Aloha. Thank you for having me.
Aloha. So tell us why you think this song took off and the impact it's had on social media. How did it all start?
Well, when I first saw the original video of Marina Abramovich's MoMA exhibit, I was very taken with the story in and of itself and the imagery that was captured. And then I just felt like that it was a song and it needed music that kind of was relative to the actual story. And then I also wanted to cut it a little differently and make it. Basically wanted to create a multimedia piece, so. And then we just put it on. We put it online, and at first it didn't really take off, and then it just took a couple of blogs looked at it, and it just exploded. And in a week we had like 15 million views, and now we're over 20 million. It's just been kind of a phenomenon, at least to me, anyways.
Well, why were you impacted so much personally?
I just think it's such a compelling piece of art, really, and the fact that it's beautiful, but it was also so simple, and then that it was just something that was so human and that anyone could relate to. That I knew it would tug at the same heartstrings that tug on me and on anyone else I had shown it to. So,
and that love is timeless, right? 30 years later, there's still an impact.
Yeah, and even if it's not, like, no matter how you look at it, even if their love isn't rekindled there, just the flood of emotions and the flood of connections that you relive whenever you see someone's actual face, especially in person.
Exactly. Now, there's some people who have said, someone said to me, "Oh, they staged that. That was staged for the cameras. It's not a true story." So, can you refute those claims today?
I don't actually know. I've done no further research into it. I choose to accept it how it is, like that was how it was presented to me. When I first saw the MoMA video, that's how I enjoyed it. I'd hate to have it spoiled if it's not true. Although I honestly don't care because I think it's, just in the moment is what made it so beautiful. And then I also really enjoyed that I was actually, because a lot of times we think of YouTube as like, or the internet or social media is this like kind of like puerile place where people go to, laugh at each other and comment on each other and disparage each other. And there's actually some beauty that could be found, in that realm where a lot of people, especially jaded folks such as myself, this place that you don't want to go to. I just thought it was, it was very touching that I was actually experiencing, real emotion from just, a YouTube video. At this point, I didn't think it was capable of such things. And now I know that I was being kind of ignorant about it and that there's all kinds of beauty and stuff, even on the scary old internet.
I agree with you exactly. I said to somebody, I don't really care if the story is real. That's that actual video. The point is about the moment in time and that the impact that is made is timeless. Mm-hmm. So the story behind it is really, it relates to anybody. Can you talk to, as a band, there's so much competition, you didn't have some big publicity machine behind you. You actually had, fans who found this song and promoted it themselves. Talk to me about the impact of that.
Yeah, it was really wild, and you kind of, for someone like I had to borrow a computer to do this interview with you, really, that actually work and run software. I'm not, I have my phone just like everyone else, and I really discovered, like, not just through YouTube and sharing it on Facebook, but also Twitter. It meant a lot on Twitter, just depending on who would share it. And it was kind of it was fun seeing which like notable or famous person would share it next. And it was interesting seeing the ripple effects. And it went really, really fast at first. It was kind of, it was stunning.
You know what? It is stunning. Over 20 million hits on YouTube. And now, out of this song, have you signed a new record deal, Jon?
We're working with a group called S-Curve Records, which we're very excited to be working with. And they've been having a lot of success recently, and hopefully we can add to that.
Exactly. And for those who want to hear more of your music, tell us where they can find you.
It's very simple. HowIBecameTheBomb.com.
And how would you describe your music to those who want to find out more? Synth pop, or how do you describe it?
Synth pop works, but we try to wiggle in between genres as much as we can. And it's really just, you know, what's funny is we've been doing this. It was 10 years when it hit 20 million. We had been, actually, when it hit 10 million was our 10-year band anniversary. So it's kind of just, it's the confluence of all of our interests and our, you know, the different types of music we like to listen to. And we're all really different people. And it just turns into this melange that we really enjoy. And it's been a really fun 10 years.
Well, congratulations on a decade of making music and continued success with not just this song, but the other music you're going to record in your future. Thank you very much, Jon Burr, lead singer of How I Became the Bomb.
Many thanks.